UIS.
Why do you care how I check?
I smell prophet.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the UIS. Tonight is Sunday. Definitely going to be a short stream. I am exhausted. So definitely wanted to come on and say hello, watch a few things, but definitely not going to be 3-4 hour marathons like it was on Friday and Saturday. Minty fresh, that's right. So we got Mike DeMann and Ken Smith in chat. Welcome to both of you. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm not sure if it's a holiday for anyone on Monday. It's sure as shit's not for me. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and take my ass in. I'm doing the drywall over at the McDonald's on Office Space quote. Anyone didn't know? So anyways, let's just get to it. Let's go over to the watch screen and see what I've got loaded up. Aha! Now, some of this stuff I was looking at myself. Obi-Wan Season 2 is coming, first details. It's not official. It's just rumors. I think it would be nice if they did another season. But there was some information in there about possibly Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan in Ahsoka Season 2. So, and that would be a flashback, just like they did with Ahsoka Season 1, where Anakin revised his, or Christian Haydenson revised his role in flashback scenes and Force Ghost. So they're going to apparently have Obi-Wan in his clone war armor, like in the animated series. Lawrence, what would you do with $1 million? Two chicks at the same time. And let's see, your life as every Hell's Angel rank. ESP cries it. You're unemployed scum if you watch my day streams. So finally, I think people are in agreement with him there. The Jeff Frazier guide, or Jet Frazier. Self-improvement is masturbation. And then I saw this guy, the isolation year, day 50. So I guess he's live streaming his lonesomeness. Wild Boar has an update. Controller gets the wife treatment by Wings of Redemption. The Jerry Bank Show. Look at that thumbnail. All because of a Whopper. A Whopper. Get back to the real Star Wars now. I guess there's been some information that came out about episodes 10, 11, and 12 being screenwritten by the same screenwriter who wrote Star Wars Rebels, the animated series, which I like that, and that should be good. It's supposed to be all new characters, basically a complete reboot. It's going to be in the future. It will have some of the characters from the new movies, so that they can pass the torch on to the next generation and stuff like that. So Rey is going to be like a Jedi Master and basically become the Obi-Wan role. But I liked Ahsoka. I liked what do you call it? Andor. But Andor doesn't really have anything to offer anymore because it ended and then Rogue One happened and he dies. So it can't have anything else. Hey, once was Anima. Welcome. Dave Filoni, yeah, he's the actual president now, right? He's the one who actually runs the shit. And so he was just, he was a big part of all the shows, but now he runs it. And I know a lot of the shows didn't do that great, didn't have that great of ratings, like the Book of Boba Fett, which I like that too. I like the Book of Boba Fett. I think I like them all, except for the Acolyte. The Acolyte's only the real shit. It's just trash. But the guy who's supposedly doing Star Wars, his name is Kimber or something like that. Let's see, Star Wars. Kimber? Yeah, Kimber. Kimber Stones? No, that's not it. Not it. It wasn't Dave Filoni. Simon Kinberg. That's it. That's the guy right there. So Simon Kinberg. Episode 10. Developing a new Star Wars trilogy. Reported as episodes 10, 11, and 12. Announced in late 2024. Project is expected to be a new saga rather than a direct continuation of the Skywalker storyline. Blah, blah, blah. And I think the projected date is like 2029 for the first movie to come out. And there's going to be more movies coming out before that. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, the message. Yeah, the message. If you want to know what the message is, just go watch The Acolyte. That's the whole message. Just completely screw everything up. Anyways, that right there. Back to that thumbnail. For a Whopper, an 8-minute video. He probably paid someone to make that goddamn thing. Is the new 2026 Whopper worth buying? Makes me want to click it. Clone Wars was the best thing that wasn't a George Lucas movie. Yeah. So you got the Clone Wars movie, which was a 2-hour animated series, which then led into the 7 seasons, I think it was. I think 6 seasons ended in 2014, and then they brought it back to finish things up. And then also somewhat advertise their new stuff, which is where the Bad Batch was introduced in the last season of Clone Wars. And then I always wondered, the first episode of the Bad Batch is when Caleb Doom is the Padawan who eventually becomes Kanan Jarrus. I'm wondering if that was any retconning, or they planned that out, because I know it kind of happened around the same time. I haven't really checked the dates, but yeah, Bad Batch was definitely good. I like that. I think that if they had done that sooner, maybe the Omega character could have been more involved, because the rebellion was about to start when the Bad Batch ended. So hell, she could have even been in Star Wars Rebels at that point, which Star Wars Rebels, I believe, was a couple of years before the Battle of Yavin. Not really sure. Yeah, Echo was really good. Absolutely. Anyways, I want to click on this, and it's probably going to be awful. And if you don't know who Jerry Bank is, he's unhinged. Right there. I can just stop. I can just stop the video right now. And I think you got it. I think you understand what what you would have saw if I had just closed it right now. Super ass thumbnail for a fucking Whopper.
Welcome to the Jerry Bank Show. I'm Jerry Bank, and right now we're gonna try the new formulated Burger King Whopper. I'm in front of Burger King on famous McHenry Avenue in Modesto, California. Okay, first of all,
I don't think that's true. That it's
I'd like
famous.
to tell you, let me see, that they give me a receipt.
This is all pre-production stuff that should have gone on, so I don't have to hear your bag rattling.
They didn't give me a receipt, but they told me it was going to be 7 something. Sorry I'm talking so loud. There's a loud, very loud car right here. As soon as I got ready to press record, this car was like, meh.
Yet nobody can hear the car, just your loud ass.
Okay. First of all, on the menu, it says it's going to be 7 something. So you're like, okay, you know, that's high, but that's okay. I'll buy it. And then after you order it, they say, okay, $10.55 at the window. If it's the only thing I ordered. So based on that, so I haven't even tried it. I haven't even tried the new formulated Whopper yet. So
because he probably said yes to cheese.
Based on, thank God that loud car's out of here. I can actually roll down the window now. What? Oh, I can if I can turn this key. I had to roll up the windows. Hot. Made it hot in here. So,
Lovely
based
noises.
off of them saying $7 at the menu and then bait switching me to $10.55, I'm gonna have to say that's not worth it to me. Way too expensive.
Heavy mayo. Which is silly if they charge more for heavy mayo and heavy ketchup. But that's fucking gross.
But if they would implement my universal pay package, this would be $1 for us all. So we need to get that done. So that,
I can't read it. I want to see if it says like double or.
So we.
Yep, right there. Whopper with cheese, heavy mayo, heavy ketchup. And I know it's stupid. They charge so much for cheese, but that's just what they do. So if you just don't know how basic Burger King economics works, because it probably is $7.99. So he's saying it's 7 something when really it's 8. And they probably added a fucking $1 for the cheese, probably extra for the mayo, extra for the ketchup, and then tax, which I don't know how much tax is, but it's probably more in California than it is anywhere else.
I need to get that done. So they put a sticker over it. And one thing you'll notice about the newly formulated Whopper is that it comes in a box.
I don't think that is anything to do with the new formula. Unless it's part of the unless you eat the box.
Here, let's wait a second and get this let's see. Let's wait a second and get this thumbnail for. Oh yeah, I don't need a thumbnail. I got a different kind of thing going on. So it comes in a box. The box looks like this.
Yeah, for those of you who have
100%
never seen a fucking hamburger box, there you go.
beef.
It's like be real.
I like Burger King's meat better than I like. And that's the bottom of the box. It says Heinz on it. I like Burger King's meat better than I like McDonald's meat. If you ever take a McDonald's hamburger, brand new, just get the hamburger and then smell the meat. If you're anything like me, it'll turn your stomach and you'll never want to eat McDonald's again after smelling their meat.
Yeah, you probably ate theirs earlier today, didn't you?
So we open the box and it has some printing on here. That printing said,
Mr. Cynical doing a food review.
as
I think so.
we're here to make every Whopper worth it. How was yours? And it's and it has has one of those scans. I forgot what they're called. It's got one of those scans on it.
QR code-ish. Yeah, QR code.
Then this is the Whopper.
So those who missed it, he complained the $7.99 Whopper cost $10 because he added cheese, added extra mayonnaise, extra ketchup.
I've heard other channels that interviewed this call that
Oh my
the burger
God.
diaper when it comes in.
Jesus Christ.
Very packed. Never tasted better, says here. Oh, let's see. Let's see if that is true.
Oh, there goes the mayonnaise right in his hair.
Let's get a bite. Let's
Now, if I ever complained about the price of a burger, it would be from some Wendy or Dairy Queen shit I did years ago. They had some special burger that had all these toppings on it. I did not want the mayonnaise on it, of course. So instead of just taking the mayonnaise off, no, they charged me for like some other burger and then added like so many 10 cents for lettuce, so many cents for this, that, and the other. And the total cost ended up being 10 cents more than the price of the burger I ordered. Which is one of those things you don't complain about. It's just fucking stupid.
here, let's I like taking off the bottom. I call this a flavor absorber. The bottom bun, I call it a flavor absorber.
Oh.
It absorbs a bunch of flavor, and I
That's not what that is.
don't eat them. I don't eat the bottom buns.
He brings his
So I
own.
just take the bottom bun, put it in the bag over there. Meat is extremely hot.
Which is why he is the picture of health.
So I guess get this so-called burger diaper off of it. It's got the sesame seeds on the top.
God damn.
Let's give it a try.
I bet it's because what is left of his teeth can't get through all of that and another bun.
Is it better?
Yeah, maybe throw the fucking hamburger patty out and just eat the lettuce just for one time.
I think the meat's a little bit thicker
It's the
than it
same.
was.
It's the same fucking burger.
It says never tasted better.
They just put it in a box. Counting carbs. He ain't watching them. He's kind of keeping track of them, though. Hey, Enox, welcome. That's just gross. I don't give a shit what he thinks about the burger. I just thought it was hilarious that he made this video and then somehow came up with this thumbnail. I don't know if he paid for it or if he stole it or if he somehow made it, but that seems like a really extravagant thumbnail for a fucking Whopper. If he did pay for it, it probably cost more than the Whopper did. God damn. Open face burger. I mean, if you're going to do that, just at least flip the burger over so you're not getting the mayonnaise all in your face. It could be AI, but just that it looks, well, I guess if you really pick it apart, part of the bottom of the bun is blue. So yeah, it's got some things wrong with it. If I can zoom in. Oh shit. Really tear it apart. Yeah, we got some problems. First glance, it looked a little fancy. But you've got some holodeck stuff from Star Wars on the bottom bun. I guess it's the future. 2026. Yikes. Anyways, I guess Wings is back to smashing controllers.
Dudes that can beat me are usually
Hopefully, I didn't get roped into watching 18 minutes of crap and then 2 seconds of a controller freak out.
I'm almost unbeatable. Come on, guys, you gotta communicate better. Makes me want to quit the game. I'm about to quit this game. $40 short of the goal. If I don't play Call of Duty, you guys don't support it.
Metallic neon ring adds extra flavor.
Say my name.
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
Do you do a historical double finger sniff?
We're like so locked in. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not. So we got to go on a 5-game win
I saw that subscriber only mode there.
streak. We've been mollywopping on hard point too.
Yeah, how do you beat weight loss surgery so successfully?
It's not new. You got to the right.
There's one dead.
I don't know. I like Breaking Banquet stuff sometimes, but you know, you want to see like him smashing the controller. I don't want 18 minutes of just the same shit of him getting shot over and over and over and over again. But I guess that's Wings of Redemption, though.
All right, so
Now, this sounds serious. I almost wore that shirt tonight. That would have probably been funny. This doesn't seem like a food review. This is an update, so this could be some big news.
welcome YouTube. Today I kind of wanted to give you guys like an update on some things. Now, I recently decided to like re-record Product Battle Season 1 and 2. I've been wanting to like expand the battles, and looking back at the videos, I realized they're not like really as good of a quality.
Now, instead of doing that, why don't you put sheets on your bed? Let's try that.
I realized they're not really as much of a quality video as like my more recent.
Yeah, I don't know. When everybody says that it could be a Canadian accent, I thought it was some sort of weird Scottish accent, but apparently he's in Pennsylvania. So I am completely confused by his accent. Yeah, those bangs are something else there. My ex-sister-in-law ate past geriatric sleeve, or a gastric sleeve. God damn it, geriatric sleeve. Gained all their weight back. To say to think the mental illness that would let a person do that. There's got to be a lot of pain involved too, because it's like you can't eat after that. It's like you have to force yourself. A lot of damn pain involved of stretching that stomach back out.
Videos, but
Young Johnny
I
Elbows.
ultimately decided instead of doing like a bunch of re-battles in like the newer seasons, I just chose it would be better to like re-record Season 1 and 2.
Now, it would be better if you still have parts of the food from the original recording still around.
So I can like expand the battles and also give like a better quality video for you guys.
Better quality? I don't see how. And then this thing I found, isolation year, day 50, 7 a.m., and it's now 8:30 p.m. Whoa. And so I don't know. So this is exactly what it is. It's just him being forever alone with a camera on. He's got a gizmo up there, but it's not even the good gizmo. It's just a gizmo. Wait, no, wait. That might be the same gizmo I have. It stole my gizmo. Yeah, I knew mine had 3D glasses, but I guess that could still be it. No, the top of the head is different. No, it's definitely a different gizmo. So he's playing words on stream on his phone. Now, can we zoom in and see if he has his toes? Yeah, this is the worst thing ever. Dean. Where's Dean? Oh, there he is. Dean Fulford. Welcome. Didn't show up in the one chat. Just showed up in the other one. There it is. There it is. Good to see you. He just wiggled him. You say hi, Charlie. Charlie got a bath tonight, didn't you? All right. Yeah, this is awful. 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 Now, hopefully, self-improvement is masturbation is going to be better.
I just recorded this video. It was 20 minutes, and my microphone wasn't even recording. Anyways, self-improvement is masturbation. This is a quote from Fight Club. Author Schopenhauer's foundational work, The World as Will and Representation, really illustrates this idea well. So he says that the human existence is a constant state of desire, driven by irrational, blind, and relentless forces that he terms the will to live. So basically,
The will to live. That deserves quotes. That's some obscure thing. The will to live.
the desire
I got to add that to my Cyrax list. Just fingers.
for the next thing is what keeps us alive. Now, he argues that life is a sort of endless cycle of longing. And so satisfying one desire only leads to temporary fulfillment, hence masturbation, and then it's followed by a new craving, right? And this is rather...
God damn, it's just reading shit. And you could tell he's reading it straight from fucking Chat GPT. All right, DSP cries it. I don't know who this is. James the Lesser Express Lane.
Oh, with that aroma can do brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up.
Like every video, yeah, I go to full screen and it won't go full screen. I gotta stop it, exit full screen, and do full screen again.
Is in your cup.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Less Express Lane, where we get you in out as fast as possible with...
Oh, you gotta fix your fucking noise gate, motherfucker. God damn.
ESP. No, so much better than, reality. Guys, who are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes? Facts, truth, reality, science. That's all bullshit compared to what I know, guys. Yeah, let's watch.
Of career jobs where you start at the bottom, you work hard, then you get a mid-level position, then you get like a manager's position, then you get like a supervisor position, and then you can do that. Doesn't exist anymore. Now it's you are at the bottom your whole life. You're a fucking
audio
ant
engineer
that gets stepped on, misused.
Just because your wife can't get past part-time in retail stores doesn't mean no one else can. And based on your own experience of, well, I only got the job because daddy got me the job. I mean, no, I totally earned that position, guys. It was a coincidence that the second my father retired, I was immediately fired for being a piece of shit.
You don't get the hours you want. You don't get the health care you need. You get nothing. And that's the American employment system in 2026.
Again, you're basing all this of what your wife goes through, working part-time.
I heard him click there. He's got like some push-to-talk shit going on.
So, essentially, and by the way, not true, okay, ban you. Not true, fuck you. Since you think you know better, go out there and get a fucking job because you don't have one. That's why you're sitting on my stream right now, midday. You don't have a fucking job.
And that's why I wanted to cover this.
Well, he's probably right. Because maybe this is their job, fucking with him. But also, some people do work at night.
If you're watching my stream midday, it means you don't have a job. What if they work second shift? What if they work third shift? What if they have random days off like I do? Normally Monday, then my other day off could be any other day. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It could be any fucking day. What if they're on vacation? Or what if they work from home? They got the TPS reports and emails on one screen. They got you on the other, and they're listening to you.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah. Now to the good stuff. Your life as every Hell's Angel rank. This is going to be terrible, I know, but whatever. It's Sunday.
Level 1. The hangaround. You don't get invited.
Oh!
Level 1. The hangaround. You don't get invited. You show up. Friday night at a clubhouse somewhere outside Sacramento. The parking lot is nothing but Harleys. You ride in on yours, a used Sportster you bought with 6 months of overtime pay. Nobody greets you. Nobody cares. You grab a beer and stand near the wall like you're waiting for a bus. The guys in leather vests with patches don't look at you. Your furniture. You come back the next Friday. And the one after that. You don't ask questions. You don't talk about what you see.
Now, speaking of noise gate, this guy could use a little bit more noise gate.
After 3 months, a guy named Brick finally nods at you. That nod means more than any handshake you've ever gotten. You start doing small things. You help clean up after a party. You hold someone's jacket. You stand in the rain guarding bikes while the members are inside. You're not in the club. You're not even close. But you're in the building, and that's more than most people ever get. Level 2, the associate.
All right, this is worse. This is worse than I fucking thought it was going to be. Go back and see if there's anything we did not. Okay, the Johnny Somali thing. Destroyed in South Korea jail coming. Fast facts.
Day in court, and we have massive consequences as the FAFO hits. We're going to get into that today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney over here in Asia, and this is a Fast Facts video, the quick and dirty version of the...
He's got the shitty DSP microphone. Of course, he's using USB, so he can use his... got his LEDs going on there.
Latest in legal news, and of course, we've been following the Johnny Somali
South
trial
Korea
from the
prison.
beginning, giving you the real narrative, the real facts, the real consequences on what's going.
I mean, it probably could be worse. It could be 3 years in a North Korean prison. I think that would be a lot worse.
Going down in Korea for Johnny Somali, and we are at the end here. We indeed had a massive hearing today that actually had a little bit of a twist, which we'll get into and get into the details here. So today's hearing.
What was the prison like that was everybody was afraid of in the 80s? It was wasn't Russian, but it was something Express, Midnight Express. It was like some kind of prison. Everybody was afraid of it. You just knew that was not the place to be.
Hearing we thought was just going to be involving modifying the indictments, potentially either modifying the deepfakes, adding charges, maybe doing something else like that. But what they threw in was they added in closing arguments. Typically that is done on a different day, but they allowed those closing arguments to proceed today. So we actually have an update on Johnny Somali's closing argument and his whole spiel, his last attempt to make his defense.
Well, this says Turkish prison, but that doesn't sound right. Hey, Alice, good to see you. How are you tonight?
Which failed miserably. We had the Somali conviction team present there, taking notes, taking transcripts, so we have very good details there. There was no Hank in the courtroom. This is the second time that Hank has not been there in the courtroom with Ramsey Khalid Ismail. Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Khalid Ismail, RKI, made a very bad argument in terms of his closing argument that was poorly received. Everybody in the court was shocked by the fact that he was making these statements and going this angle with his closing argument. And even the judge had a visible bad reaction to what he was doing. The prosecution also gave the recommended punishment, and it is way worse than most people would have expected, and actually has some real consequences for him, even in the United States. So we're going to talk about that as well. So let's jump right into it. Guys, in case you don't know, Ramsey Khalid Ismail is facing 8 different charges.
So if he got the worst, so he's already pled guilty. He pled not guilty to the 7-year charge, deep fake count 1, and Oh God, you're getting fucking charged for deep fakes. So up to 100,000 won and 30 days of detention, up to 5 years.
That's
Jeez.
4 obstruction of business, 2 minor
Penguin covered blade today. Ooh, he's gonna get some major attention now.
offenses acts and
Get
2
all
deep
of, all,
fakes.
all
Now,
of Charlie's fans over there checking him out.
he'd been trying to get rid of this
Loud music, twerking on bus and metro, rotting fish harassment. So those 2 charges can get you 30 days in jail. Disrupting bus system, disrupting a ride at some kind of theme park, disrupting bus system, disrupting 7-Eleven. Those things right there, that's worth 5 years. And the deep fake stuff, ooh, Jesus.
deep fake with Jungmann and also the one with Bong Bong.
Already
Trying to
has
kind of
almost
knock
a
both of those
million
things off
views.
because that's
Ooh.
stuff that carries serious prison time, and that's the thing where you can't wiggle out with a fine. And because of that, he's already guilty on all these other counts. He already pled guilty to all these accounts, but he's fighting these 2. He was really banking on today being a day where they drop those deep fakes because
So I guess it says up to 5 years or a fine, up to a fine or 30 days. So with these, it's possible he can only get fines. But here, nothing but prison time.
because these deepfakes once again have mandatory prison time, mandatory
Jesus.
recommendations, and he's got 2 of them on his count. They had this motion to modify the indictment, and they filed this days ago. I kept that under wraps because I wanted to see where this went and how this played out. Obviously, if there was a modification, we wanted to be able to explain it. So today we found out during the hearing what that was. RKI was hoping this was going to be the deepfakes dropped. They were going to get rid of the Jungmann deepfake because he had a quote-unquote unofficial settlement with Jungmann.
Jungmann? I saw that on the thing. I don't know who that is. If it's like one of their politicians or something. If that's why it's so serious.
But mind you, in the Korean system, the prosecutors have all of the authority as to whether or not a charge
up for hard labor too. Oh yeah, he's not going to be able to take that.
is dropped, what they do with the charge. So even if you receive a settlement with a victim saying, hey, or somebody else, the other party there, because these people, Jungmann and RKI, both showed the deepfake, and the deepfake was of Jungmann and Hank making out naked.
Okay, so it was 2 different charges and it had 2 different people. And so he's getting basically 2 charges for 1 video, I guess, or 1 series of videos.
Very
Ooh.
definitely fits the deepfake statute just to a T. But the prosecution did not drop the charges. In fact, they did not even mitigate the charge. All they did was update a table of contents and update dates and times of some of the crimes, including some of the deepfakes. They updated those to be correct. So all they did was issue corrections to dates and times. So this is a massive, massive loss for RKI, as his whole case was banking on getting rid of these deepfakes. So let's jump into his closing argument. What did he say? And this is the words of Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Cletus. Smile. I'm going to break it down and then we're going to do some analysis. So,
Did you say Cletus? He has the word Cletus in his name?
Ramsey said, I sincerely apologize for my actions in Korea. I express remorse for the incident for which I was charged. I have been held captive here in Korea for 1.5 years, during which time I committed no crimes. That, by the way, I'm going to step out.
Well, yeah, if you're in jail, it's sometimes hard to commit crimes.
There. That's very debatable, as he's got other pending stuff being investigated that's criminal activity he would
Khalid.
potentially committed. Anyways, he says I learned to integrate into society during that time. I did some foolish things under the influence of alcohol, and I realized the consequences. I sincerely apologize for this. Having been born and raised in the United States, I did not realize how serious the consequences.
No, that's bullshit. I mean, you know what's going to happen. I mean, there's places like, Thailand, you don't steal, right? Or you might get your fucking hand cut off, or you might get caned. You hear these things. You know there's not shit you should be doing, shit you shouldn't be doing in other countries.
Of the actions were, which would not be considered criminal in the US and could be in Korea. I'm going to pause there. This statement and this framing, being sorry, not for what you really did, but sorry for the
Harry
consequences.
Callahan?
This is very similar to when he said, I'm sorry this offends your honor in his previous apology about the Comfort Woman statute. It's not actually his actions he feels remorseful for, but the fact that there are
and there was a big uproar, but nothing ever happened. The kid got his fucking punishment, right? I mean, they didn't bow down to American. It wasn't. I don't think there was any politics going on. It was just public outrage.
Are consequences for his actions. Let's continue. I reached an agreement with Lee Jung-chuk, that's Jungman, regarding the 2 deepfakes. That's actually false. He only received a settlement regarding one. The other was with Bong Bong. He doesn't have a settlement with her. And he no longer seeks punishment. Bong Bong made it clear in court that she was unaware distributing deepfake videos was a crime and initially viewed them as not sexual content, but funny images. If she, a Korean, did not recognize the same act as a crime, how could he, an American, have known it was? When I asked Bong Bong whether he had defendant's consent to distribute the videos, Bong Bong said no. The law is unfair. Since the police didn't do anything when I tried to report Bong Bong, all I'm asking is for the law to be applied fairly. I want to appeal to the prosecution and police. It's unfair if Bong Bong and I receive different punishments. I'm still young. I want to see my family and go home. Please show leniency. So that is all of his arguments. So essentially,
now the Bong Bong person, that's probably the person's name, right? Not their username, because that would be just very Cyrax-esque to go around calling people by their screen names.
Actually, once again, in closing, Ramzi Khalid Ismail is arguing that his ignorance of Korean culture.
It sounds like he's saying Cletus.
Closing, Ramzi Khalid Ismail is.
Okay. I heard it that time. Khalid and then is. Khalid is. Okay.
Arguing that his ignorance of Korean culture led him to attack shopkeepers. That it's okay in America to throw ramen at people, to curse, to disrupt business. Actually, no, it's not. A lot of those things would also be criminal in the United States, RKI.
You probably wouldn't go to prison for it. You would get a misdemeanor, you get a fine, you might spend the night in jail.
Right? A lot of those behaviors, even in the US, wouldn't be okay. But trying to say that's Korean culture. The judge did not like that at all. He also claimed that Jungman doesn't want punishment, but it doesn't matter that Jungman doesn't want punishment. It's up to the prosecutors to determine whether to bring that forward or not. And last, he attacked Bong Bong. And you see how much he focused on this is unfair. Well, this argument, as I've said from the
Ramzi Khalid Ismail. You say it real fast and you get Ramzi Khalidis male.
Beginning of this case is a loser in any country when it comes to criminal defense. You cannot say I should be innocent because you didn't charge this other person who did the same thing. It's the speeding analogy. Hey, you didn't give that guy a speeding ticket, therefore you can't give me a speeding ticket. It simply doesn't work anywhere on earth, and him trying to use this here was all
right, anyway, so I don't know if he has been sentenced yet. Sentencing. Okay, prosecutors suggested 3 years in prison with labor, a fine of $150,000, and sex offender registration. Court is very likely to adopt prosecution's recommendation or give only a little bit below it. Or, for example, 2 to 3 years with labor. His 2 smartphones are forfeited.
Recommendation, and it is insane. The prosecution suggested 3 years in prison with labor. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, labor. A fine of 150,000 Korean won, which is the maximum. If they could give more, they probably would give more. And
or as Cyrax will say, it was pure self-defense.
Sex offender registration. That is a bombshell. One of the biggest bombshells today is sex offender registration. The court is very likely to adopt the prosecution's recommendation or only give a little bit below. So
What I want to know, they in the beginning they mentioned about having some consequences in the United States. I wonder if any of this sex offender registration stuff is going to carry over.
2 to 3 years, very reasonable to say. You know, they recommended 3, maybe they give 2. Very reasonable to predict that. The fine, registration, that's the
in South Korea too. It's probably not going to be fun.
very likely ruling that's going to come up during sentencing, which will be the next hearing.
And if it does carry over, you end up on the list, the same list as everyone else. You don't get a special section of that list. Sure, if they click on your name, they might then read what you did. But most people are going to say, okay, there's a whole bunch of sex offenders, and there's that guy, there's that guy.
His 2 smartphones are also forfeited. He is not going to get those back. And as part of being a registered sex offender, his labor will only be with other prisoners, right? So likely he is going to get factory labor job or prison toilets because he is not going to be allowed as a sex offender in Korea to
well, you don't want to put someone who throws ramen to be in charge of the
interact
goddamn
with
cabbage.
normal people. And that is probably the best for normal human beings in Korea, to not have to interact with Ramsey Clit Ismail, Johnny Somali. So cabbage picking, unfortunately, I know we have our lovely cabbage plushie here coming soon.
Now, when he gets out, I wonder if he's going to be on like parole, how their rules are. Because can he just go straight back to America?
But cabbage picking may be too good for him, because that would actually involve him working with other people. They're also required to make a public disclosure, let everybody know about his sex offender status, and also put him on a mandatory sex offender treatment. So that's all part of the recommendation there. So also, as a registered Korean sex offender, RKI, and this is the U.S. law where I come in, may be required to register as a U.S. sex offender under federal law, SORNA. Now, this is interesting because convictions under the laws of any foreign country require you to register as long as that conviction was fair and had due process. South Korea meets this standard. He went through a lot of due process.
Yeah.
This is considered fair by U.S. law, so South Korea is considered a fair.
Now, if he got arrested last night and they've already got this shit going on, I can understand. But this stuff's been going on for what, like a year now? So that's definitely got a lot of due process.
Country. It's not North Korea. It's not some sort of, other country like Cuba or something like that that's going to have unfair political laws, etc. Because South Korea would meet that standard. So he's required to register upon 3 days of entering the U.S. So he must register in any.
Good evening, Raven. Funniest U.S. court case was when a fellow bought a box of cigars, insured them for fire damage, smoked them, and tried to claim the insurance.
U.S. jurisdiction where he resides, works, or attends school. Failure to register in the U.S. can carry a 10-year jail sentence. So that is waiting for him.
No,
after
definitely
he gets
not going to be
jail
sympathetic. No.
In South Korea. Massive W. The next trial date and sentencing is set for April 15, 2026. And now this is very funny. The judge asked him, hey, do you want to be sentenced quickly? And Johnny Somali said, yes, I would like to be sentenced quickly. And essentially ignored his wish in a little FU to Somali, ignored that and normal procedure, which is setting the sentencing 2 weeks after closing arguments. These were closing arguments. 2 weeks after would still be would be early March or mid-March. No, we're going to put it in April 15th. So they set it.
So they're thinking about the content creators. You know, you don't want to have to rush someone to making a video about this stuff. You know, let them take their time.
For 2 months instead. So even on the way out, it looks bad for Johnny Somali. This is a total loss for Cabbage Boy.
So anyways, I guess, so yeah, I guess we'll know in April what he actually gets. He's not going to be able to stream anywhere. Kids are around. Yeah, that's going to be... It's over. So yeah, the Johnny Somali era is done. Not going to have any to worry about hearing any more of his antics ever again. Now, thinking of something else. Damn, I forgot it already. Damn. And I think it was Turkish prison, by the way, that I was thinking that was just such a scary thought back in the day. And it was because of the movie Midnight Express. And I don't think it was because I watched it, just hearing about it. I don't think the actual movie was as bad as I thought it was. I don't even remember, though. Lift, laugh, love incident caught on body cam. Steven Seagal's Urban Justice. He pretends to be black. Worst movie ever. 9 viewers left. The rise and fall of Haktua Girl. I saw today where Gordon from Predator Poachers posted something on his, not Patreon, but Locals, where he busted someone he played high school football against. So that was kind of a neat thing for him that, you know, he got to bust somebody he went to school with. All right, we watched a little bit of Amber Lynn Reed a couple of days ago, and I'd never really watched her and kind of was interested in what I saw. So I kind of see what the hell's going on here.
Lizzie, am I right?
Oh, showing love to the lolcow best listeners. The Grays are free. Hello, Grays. You're here for just a little bit. We've put together a show.
This is lolcow live? I guess I haven't watched it in a while.
Centered around Miss ALR. Question 1, which is, it's about Rarity. There was a narrative shift between 2024 and 2025 regarding Rarity going missing, and there was intense damage control during your live streams, revealing interviews, and with revealing interviews from third parties, like Emily's interview.
I had to go to work for a 12-hour shift, and then I came home and the cat was missing. So I spent all night looking for the cat and making, she didn't do anything to help with the cat. She didn't even go outside with me for the initial, my initial search. I searched the house. She didn't even do that. She sat on the couch.
What is the story that you have about what happened to Rarity?
So the situation was me and my girlfriend, we were in a very, very bad argument. Like, it was toxic as f***. It was like 5 a.m. And when she left, she went through the back door because I was blocking the front door. And when she left the sliding glass door open. It wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit.
So lolcow bus is a different thing than lolcow live. I guess they have like, I remember them having lolcow queens, like where it was just the women. So I don't know.
Did not notice until like an hour or 2 hours later because I was sitting at the kitchen table just like distraught, and I felt a cold breeze, and I was like, that feels different. So that's exactly how Rarity went missing.
I can say something. Well, at first she said that she was letting the dogs out.
All right, I guess this is not as good as I thought it was going to be. This is not someone really just making fun of her like the one we watched the other day. This is some drama shit. So earlier, just a few minutes ago, Raven was talking about the funniest court case when the guy bought the cigars, smoked them after insuring them for fire damage. And I've talked about this before, which I have a movie called Vernon, Florida. And the movie was supposed to be about this, but the director had his life threatened, I guess, and didn't go through with it as deep as he wanted to. So Vernon, Florida is a small town in Washington County, historically known for a 1960s insurance fraud scandal involving dismemberment. Modern insurance in Vernon is typical of rural Florida, focusing on home, auto, and property coverage, often influenced by risk related to hurricane. We try to find something. There's got to be a video on it. Because the people there aren't going to try to kill you anymore because they're gone. The city's like, I think like highways and like interstates and, you know, land taking, there ended up being like nothing left. So the town is gone. Where all the residents are little people. I know there's one area where there are nothing but monkeys. That's near Silver Springs, Florida, where a bunch of monkeys got loose, and so they've kind of contained them to an island, but there's a lot of diseases, and so... Okay, Nub City with 4 minutes. Get the fucking thing from Saw on it. Let's see, 600 views. The town that sold its legs. We'll try this one. Nub City. Oh, so I've already watched some of it. Let me get that video.
At this point, I'm sure everyone is well aware of the Florida man stereotype and has seen at least some of the many insane headlines associated with Florida. But there's one story that doesn't involve just one Florida man committing an unthinkable act, but rather an entire city of people who became known as the Nub Club in Vernon, Florida, by amputating their own limbs for insurance money.
And so, like, everybody in the town had something missing. But yeah, the Errol Morris, who is the documentary filmmaker who made The Thin Blue Line, also made Gates of Heaven, which is some kind of weird Pet Cemetery kind of movie, and then Vernon, Florida.
In this video, we'll explore how and why Vernon became known as a Nub City. In the 1950s, the residents of Vernon, Florida were facing increasing economic hardships. Gradually, all of the steamboats that previously made their way through Vernon seemed to disappear. All the primary railroads that ran
In the 1960s that happened?
Through the area would simply pass through without stopping. Worst of all, the sawmill, which had previously employed many of the residents, closed
Yeah, you get a sawmill.
down, which caused a huge spike in unemployment. The combination of these three factors resulted in dire economic straits for the townspeople.
Nub Club.
No one is certain who exactly the founder of the Nub Club is, or whether the amputation that started it all was an accident that inspired others to follow suit, or a purposeful and desperate attempt to stay afloat during hard times. Regardless, it can be deduced that at some point in the
So her noise gate's okay, but she really needs a pop filter, I think.
1950s, someone had a limb amputated and was compensated through their insurance, which started somewhat of a trend in Vernon as word began to spread about the payout. In a 1972 New York Times article, investigator Joe Healy describes how he believes this phenomenon of self-amputation
Now that right there is some good content creation. The New York Times. Just leave that up there.
and insurance fraud started. One guy gets away with it and he collects, Healy says. Then he tells a friend about it and he goes and does the same thing but takes out a bigger policy, and so on.
It's like one of those AT&T commercials. You tell one friend. And
Healy investigated some of the
friend.
insurance claims from Nub City. At the time of the article, it was stated
I wonder if this right here is the actual article, or did she just put up some newspaper? I can't read any of this shit. But Passover feasts.
that about a dozen of the town's 500 or so inhabitants were missing feet, arms, hands, or eyes as a result of a 3-year orgy of self-maiming that started with a claim for about $5,000 and petered out with one around the $300,000 level. Adjusted for inflation, this would start out at about $53,000 and go up to $3.2 million. Other sources purport that by the 1960s, the town's population was about 700, with approximately
There's a town that tried to burn its landfill. Oh, that's God damn it. Not New Jersey, is it? It's where Silent Hill was based on. Centralia? I think it's Centralia. Pennsylvania. That's right. Centralia. Which is, yeah. There's like areas of the road that's still fucking smoking and stuff. near ghost town. How many people are left? Let me see. 1,000 in 1980. 5 in 2020. So unless they're fucking like rabbits in Centralia, there's probably nobody. There's a couple of ghost towns around here that I've always wanted to go to, but just never got around to it. So yeah, if you look up Vernon, Florida right now, okay, let's see. I thought it was pretty much gone. Population was 732. Well, must not be gone. Total area of 4.7 square miles. Whole bunch of crackers there, so, you know, stay away. I thought I had heard that, like, some roads were, like, taking away land and there's, like, nothing left, but I guess that's not the case. Let's see. Nub City Director. ERROL Morris. Threats. While researching Nub City, a proposed documentary about Vernon, Florida, residents allegedly cutting off limbs for insurance money, filmmaker Errol Morris faced intense hostility and death threats following a near-miss incident where a subject tried to run over his cinematographer with a truck. Morris abandoned the project, instead filming the 81 documentary Vernon, Florida. So, and that right there is Vernon, Florida. I did some ghost town exploring in Arizona. Yeah, there's a ghost town. Let's see, Jacksonville, Florida, Cecil Field. Okay, creating a ghost base with a significant abandoned infrastructure. Cecil Field Ghost Town, 17,000 acres. All right, let's try this. Cecil Field, Google Maps. It's not what I wanted it. Come on now. Cecil Field, Cecil Airport. That should do it. Can I close this and not? Oh, come on. All right, so that is the Cecil Field Airport. Now, somewhere over here, I thought. This may be a part of it. You can kind of see, you can kind of see, like, sometimes you can see, like, old cul-de-sacs and old roads and. Yeah, I think this is it right here. I mean, it's huge. As you heard, 17,000 acres. And I know that people have done a little bit of research on it and actually been on site, virtual globetrotting. Okay, here we go. Ghost base. So kind of looks like Silent Hill there as well. And I guess it wasn't that long ago. So there's like stuff there that's modern, but it's gone now. It's all just shit. There's not a date here. Okay, it was decommissioned in 1999. So yeah, there's going to be some modern stuff, and it's just gone now. And it's only been, less than 30 years, and nature's pretty much completely taken over. I think the fire started in the 60s. You mean the Centralia? Because I always thought that was a cool-ass story. Centralia. (1962). And popular culture has been used as a model for many different fictional ghost towns and manifestations of hell. Prominent examples include Dean Koontz' Strange Highways and Vampire Zero. And Roger Avery researched Centralia while working on the screenplay for the Silent Hill film adaptation. While the movie took inspiration from Centralia, the original game was not inspired by any town, as far as you know, anyways. Damn. Anyways. Drinking and chatting again. That's all right. That's what Sundays are for. There's no plans. It's just all over the place. Which, see what else I had in the list, because I mentioned in the very beginning that it's not going to be an extremely long stream tonight, because I am exhausted. And so I might cut it pretty short tonight. Well, I mean, not that short. I said it was going to be at least an hour, and it's been an hour, so there you go. I don't go back to work till Tuesday night. Ooh, hot damn. All right, haven't watched anything of Tony today, so we can check that out before we go. You take requests for a Cyrax dance. If anyone has the perfect song to go along with it. Beef and broccoli from Panda Express. That's from, we didn't watch it, but it's from yesterday. It almost hurts watching the videos now, especially the ones in the car. There's no giant refrigerator going on, much less two of them. Boingo, boingo, little
that I'm doing
girls.
Chinese motherfucking food. I don't think I've done Chinese food before. So today I'm going to do the bullshit, yo.
Don't do that bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah. So let's get to it. Pen Express is over there and shit. So there, let me bag this mother. We going through the motherfucking.
Now I think I did Oingo Boingo in a Cyrax video. Pretty sure I did.
Drive through.
It was the one where it was going through his photos.
I hope it's not a lot of cars and shit, man. Cause you know how, motherfucker, I don't like to wait for a motherfucking thing. So yeah, let's go on do this shit, y'all. Oh man. Here we go. Let me see. Shit, boy. Make sure ain't no motherfucker trying to hit my motherfucking.
All right, yeah, I don't like the car eating videos. I like the kitchen videos where there's a little bit more attention to us, not driving. All right, so we'll do these three here. Probably not going to play the entire song, but, bounce back and forth between them. see. Little Girls. Song by Oingo Boingo. All right, let's add that to a new playlist. Yeah, don't ask me or anything. Just name it whatever you feel like naming it. That's fine. You just take that liberty. Why don't you? And I have no clue. There it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, we're gonna rename this playlist Rax Dance. All right, and I Touch Myself by the Divinals. All right, there it is. Add that to this playlist. And then Face in My Crowd. Face in the Crowd? Face in My Crowd by the Slackers. Okay, there it is. Must be obscure. It didn't pop up immediately. I don't recall that song. Okay. So anyways, here's the dance. Let's get over to that playlist.
I love little girls, they make me feel so good. I love little girls, they make me feel so bad. When they're around, they make me feel like I'm the only guy in town. I love.
Yeah, now that I've actually heard the song, I used this song in one of my videos for it was whenever I was going through Rax's images and then found all his pictures he took of playgrounds and schools.
Little girls, they make me feel so good. They don't care if I'm a one-way mirror. They're not frightened by my cold exterior. They don't ask me questions. They don't want to scold me. They don't look for answers. They just want to hold me. Isn't this fun? Isn't this what life's all about? Isn't this a dream come true? Isn't this a nightmare too? I love little girls, they make me feel so good. I love little girls, they make me feel so bad. When they're around, they make me feel like I'm the only guy in town. I love little girls, they make me feel so good. They don't care about my inclinations. They're not frightened by my revelations.
All right, he sat back down for a moment. Skip to the next one. Wait till he gets going.
I love myself. I want you to love me. When I feel down, I want you above me. I search myself. I want you to find me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me.
Does this work?
I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
How does it work with every song?
You're the one who makes me come running. You're the sun who makes me shine. When you're around, I'm always laughing. I wanna make you mine. I close my eyes and see
damn. Play the Holler Ass Away song. We can definitely do that. I got a little clip of that. I don't know if got the whole song or not. But anyways, and I also have the other song too.
All right, sit tight. You ready to get down? Make some noise. Shit, you lie. You talk about my friends behind my back. My face will it ever end where I wanna be. The face in my crowd. Why you wanna be? The face in my crowd.
Every song.
So come around and so on the weekends on light on hair. Your clothes on your girlfriend. Why you wanna be? The face in my crowd.
Ah, damn.
Why you wanna be? The face in my crowd.
Jesus.
Shit, you lie. You talk about my friends. I don't have everybody story never ends. Why I wanna be a face at my crowd. Why I wanna be a face at my crowd. I didn't call you up, wanna be. I didn't call you up, wanna be.
It's like every song. It doesn't matter when you start the song. If you start it early, start it late, it doesn't matter. It catches up every single goddamn time. Now, I think I have a little bit of the Holler Ass Away. Let me actually wait till he gets dancing because I don't have much of it. Actually, let me check real quick before I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not named.
You need to set the fuck up.
Well, I'm trying. Okay. Let me open up this video here. Let me stop that. So, yeah, bruises to prove it.
Every man who's
gotta
taken
do
the blue
ads
pill
here.
knows
Hold on.
this feeling. It's
Fucking
working, but you're not.
goddamn Rumble.
That's because
Goddamn Rumble.
This is me when my friends called me stupid for.
What did I? What did I? What did I? What did I? What did I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What did I do? I was trying to get my Taco Bell food. Last time I checked, that's what I checked out the last time. Okay. I'm trying to get my Taco Bell food and your husband put his hands all over me. Your fucking husband put his hands all over me. And then my glasses were torn. Oh, I've got bruises to prove it. Oh, I've got bruises.
Hey, Ricky
to prove
Bobby,
it.
welcome.
Oh, I've got bruises to prove it. Oh, yeah? I've got bruises to prove. You kick me in the fucking head. Bruises to prove it. Oh, I've got bruises to prove it. Oh, I've got bruises to prove it.
Wasteland
I've
Witness.
got bruises to prove. Oh, yeah? Oh, baby, my standards are low. My standards are low. Do you know who I wanted to marry? Josh. My standards are low. Yeah. Last time I checked, I wanted to marry Josh. Okay. Kick me in the crotch. I dare you. Bitch. Bruises to prove it. Oh, I've got bruises to prove it.
Yeah, and there's the other dancing song too, which I don't know if it does as good, but maybe we'll try that one as well. Because I have that video. Might have it up on my channel, but if not, I'll just play it. It's the one at the very end. He's like sticking his hands in the screen and just, ugh. Anyways, Ricky at Bobby 47 and Wasteland Witness 2025. Good to see you both. We're about to cut the show tonight. It's Sunday, so it's a little bit of a short stream. Got to get my beauty sleep for work tomorrow. So get some ideas for some more songs. We can make this a thing. I know it's not my idea. It's stealing straight from Bass Shaman. That was his deal. But he's not around to do this anymore, so I'll pick up the slack. So get some songs thought of, and we will do them. So have a great evening, everyone. I do appreciate everyone hanging out tonight and the entire week. It's been a pretty good test for us. Haven't really looked at all of the analytics to see what best nights are what, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until start feeling like I need to slow down a little bit, and then we'll figure out maybe what nights to do it on. But until then, we'll just do it every night, and during the week, could be an hour long, could be more, but at least it'll be consistent. Not a problem, Alice. Glad you're here, and I hope you enjoyed. And yes, enjoy your time off, Ken. And we will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. Goodbye.
Oh, the checks roll in like waves on the sea from Mr. McGee and sweet Aunt Marie. $1 here, $1 there from folks who truly care. They're the heroes of this plot, giving all the cash they've got. Thank you for the dough. You make our hearts aglow. From pennies to the grands, you're the ones who lend a hand. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the dough. Miss Turner sending coins in a jar, while old man Joe just sold his car. Little Timmy broke his piggy bank to give a gift we'll always thank. They're the champions of our tale, keeping us from going stale. Thank you for the dough. You make our hearts aglow. From pennies to the